What's up? Let's work on our core. Let's work on our abs. Let's do some Pilates. Hey, what's up? It's Preston, and you are signed up for 30 minutes of abs and core in a Pilates style fashion. All you'll need is a mat. We'll get right into a warm-up. Also, probably some water. Let's start with some cat and cow movements. Warm up the spine. From all fours, you exhale, push the mat away, round the back for the cat. No, my lower back is tight. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up, arch the back for the cow. We'll do one more of each. Exhale, round the back, push the mat away for the cat. Inhale, arch the back for the cow. You can skip the warm-up if you like. Just go to the description and click on plank, but I don't suggest that. All right, let's stretch out the abs. Walk your hands forward. Drop your pelvis to the mat. Squeeze your butt. Look up. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. And exhale. High cobra pose. Stretching out the abs. Then come back up to all fours. We'll sit back in a quick child's pose. Rounding the lower back. Nice work. We'll stretch out the upper back real quick. From all fours, we open up to the left. Then thread our left hand underneath our right shoulder. Rest our left shoulder on the mat. Walk our hand forward, right hand forward. Almost knock over your glass of water. All of the weight is on the left shoulder. Stretching the upper back and the shoulder here. And then walk your right hand back to center. Same thing on the other side. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Thread it underneath the left armpit. Walk your left hand forward. Right shoulder has most of the weight here. And then walk that left hand back to center. Let's come up to all fours. You can stay on all fours. I'm just going to recap on what we are doing today. So we are doing 30 minutes of abs and core exercise. We start each round or each routine with a plank, and we also end that routine with a plank. And every time we add on another second onto the plank. So let's get into our first plank in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's start out left foot back, right foot back. Engage your abs, suck your navel to your spine. Really squeeze through your butt. Maybe tuck your pelvis under. Maybe retract your shoulder blades. Really squeeze that butt. Really squeeze those abs. You could also lower yourself down to a forearm plank here. Just make sure that you keep your butt in line with your shoulders. Plank for a little over a minute. We only have 30 seconds left. Keep it going. You got this. Remember, either forearm plank or straight arm plank. Whatever works for you. Just focus on that for the next 20 seconds. Keep that going while I make a slight adjustment here. Last 10 seconds. All right, very good. 3, 2, 1. Take a quick child's pose before we get into our next exercise, which is a bear hold with a reach. So I'll show you from all fours. We come to all fours. We lift our knees just a couple of inches off the mat. So my knees are hovering off the mat. I'm engaging my abs. Nice flat back. I'm going to reach one arm forward and back down to the mat. And then reach the other arm forward, back down to the mat. My goal here is to keep my pelvis and my torso as stable and level as possible. Of course, you can just hold the bear position. 5 more seconds. Nice work. Up next, we're doing single leg circles on each side, so let's flip on over. Left foot on the mat, right leg up to the sky. We'll do single leg circles on the right. Arms down by your side. Let's reverse that circle, same leg. For 3, 2, 1. Let's switch legs, right leg down, left leg up to the sky. Circle your leg in one direction, nice big circles. Lower back is glued to the mat, minimal movement on the mat. And then let's reverse that circle. Really try to straighten your leg out. Reach forward instead of up. Nice work. Quick rest break as we transition. We're just doing a standard crunch. So feet on the mat, knees bent, feet and knees about hip distance apart. Hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Your hands are just barely supporting your head. You're just doing little crunches up. You're looking at your thighs, so there's not a lot of strain on your neck. Just small little range of motion here, 3 or 4 inches, focusing that mind and muscle connection on using from your rib cage to your hips to lift your upper back just a couple of inches off the mat. Last 5 seconds. Keep it going. You got it. All right, nice work. Scissor kicks. Hands next to the mat. Reach your legs up to the sky, and we'll lower one leg down to start, and then we'll scissor our legs opposite. Leg travels opposite direction. We'll do these nice and slow for a few motions here. Try and really straighten your legs. Get those legs just a couple inches off the mat, and then let's pick up the pace. Lower back is glued to the mat. The abs are creating a solid core foundation, keeping you on that mat. And then for the last 10 seconds, we can go even a little faster. Nice work. Tabletop toe taps. All right. So let's make this a little difficult here. Let's go back to that bear position. So all fours, feet, knees off the mat just an inch. And let's take our right hand, try and tap our left foot, then back to center. Then our left hand, try and tap our right foot and back to center. So we're holding that bear position and we're tapping opposite hand to opposite foot. Two, one. We made that way harder than the original tabletop toe taps. Flip on over, crisscross, knee to elbow, legs to tabletop, arms nice and wide, hands behind your head. Take that armpit to opposite knee as you extend the opposite leg out long, and then switch your legs. So the extended leg shoots out 45 degrees, nice and strong, and you're taking your elbow over to that opposite knee, driving your knees in, or your knee into tabletop. So one knee into tabletop, other leg extended out 45 degrees, nice and strong. Only 5 more seconds here. Nice work. Up next, we have 3 crunches for bicycles. So we did the crunches before, and we kind of just did the bicycles. So let's do legs and tabletop for the 3 crunches. So 1, 2, 3 crunches, hold the third crunch, then 4 bicycles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs back to tabletop. 3 small crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4 bicycles. Keep that going at your own pace, keeping your neck and your head off the mat the entire time. Remember, you're looking at your thighs. 3 crunches, 4 bicycles, 2, 1, and nice work. All right, up next we have a frog stand, a calisthenics movement. It's difficult for me. I practice it quite frequently. So you come to a sumo squat, feet slightly turned out. You lock your elbows into your knees. You shift your weight forward onto your hands a little bit forward of the shoulders. 1, and nice work. Rolling like a ball is up next. Come to the top of your mat. Legs in the tabletop. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders down and back. Go into a little ball. Roll back to your shoulder blades and right back up. So inhale back, exhale forward. You can also get into a smaller ball here by grabbing your ankles. Head closer to your knees. Inhale back, exhale forward. You can also take your hands off. Lukma, no hands. Rolling like a ball only to the back of your shoulder blades. Creating a C shape with your spine. Nice work. X ups. Adjust the mat here. X ups, you start with your body in an X, and then you're going to sit up, opposite hand tries to touch opposite foot, and then you come back down, and then you switch with the other hand. To even make this more challenging, you keep your legs hovering off the mat the entire time. "15 more seconds on the X-ups. Either feet on the mat or legs hovering, whatever you got. Glute bridge. So lay on down, feet on the mat, knees are bent, knees a little closer than your shoulders. Press through your heels. Focus on using your glutes, that's your butt, to lift your hips up to the sky. And then once you hold that for a few seconds, exhale on the way down. Each vertebrae touching the mat. And then as soon as your hips reach, you're using your glutes once again to get your butt up to the sky. Let's try and do 2 more. And last one. Nice work. What's next? Shoulders elevated, hip raise. Kind of like what we just did, but we're going to be on our hands with our shoulders high. So you start with your hips low, on your hands, straight arms. You use your core and your glutes to bring your hips up as high as you can, then you hold it for a few seconds. Try and get your shoulders out of your ears. Yes, you are basically humping the air. Give it your best hump. Remember, you can chat with me. All you do is you open up that chat box wherever you are watching. You type a nice message and I see it and respond. Ukrainian twists up next. So you sit up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, legs or feet either on the mat or off the mat. Hands in prayer position. Lean back until you're about to tip over, and then you Rotate your torso right and left. Follow your hands with your eyes. Get that elbow as close to the mat as possible. Excuse me, halfway through. I think it's time for some water for me. Another 10 seconds twisting as much as you can, trying to wring out your torso as if it were a washcloth or something. Superman, let me grab a drink. So you flip on over to your stomach. Flip on over to your stomach. Extend your legs out long. Well, first, squeeze your legs together, push your pelvis down, scoop your abs up, extend your arms out long, extend your legs out long. I have a couch in my way, but what I'm focusing on here is really reaching forward in both directions, really squeezing my legs together, pushing my pelvis into the mat, scooping my abs up, engaging my abs. Even though my arms are reaching forward, I'm trying to keep my shoulders down. And that's that. Flutter kicks, you could just flip on over. Small, little kicks. So let's have our legs out to 45 degrees. Legs are glued together. Lower back is glued to the mat. And you just flutter your feet, flutter your legs, hands down by your side. Small little flutters here, just a few inches. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. We're almost there. We almost have that six-pack. Everything we do in life will be a little bit easier because of our strong core. 2, 1. Great work. Body saw. So you can flip on over once again. Forearm plank. And we're going to saw our body back and forth. So first you walk out to a forearm plank. You could squeeze your legs together for this one. Abs nice and tight. Pelvis tucked under, squeezing that butt, and you just saw back and forth your entire body. I'm using my toes to kind of propel myself forward, and then I use my forearms and my shoulders to kind of move myself back. So the object here is to move your body while you have engaged abs, engaged core muscles. Great work. Great work, dead bug. Dead bug. Not bird dog, dead bug. Legs to tabletop, arms up to the sky. We'll start with our right arm back, 45 degrees, our left leg forward, 45 degrees. And then we switch. Right leg out, left arm back. You want to keep your lower back glued on the mat, so you don't want to be arched up. Lower back on the mat. Opposite arm. I should listen to my own advice. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and you hold each position for just a few seconds. You really want to reach those appendages out as far as you can. Nice work, dead bug. Complete. It's time for the seal. Kind of like rolling like a ball, but maybe a little bit more challenging. Take your hands in between your legs and grab your ankles, like so. You clap your heels together 3 times. You roll back. Yeah, I don't want to hit my head on the couch. You roll back and hold and tap 3 times. You roll forward and hold, tap 3 times. Roll back and hold, tap 3 times. And you just keep on doing that for another 10 seconds. The object here is to hold your balance at the top and at the back while you tap your heels together. All right, I didn't do that one so well, but that's okay. I was concerned about hitting my head on the couch. All right, corkscrew time. Arms down by your side, legs straight up to the sky. You move your legs out to the right, down, around to the left, back up to the right. You stop at the top, reverse that out to the left, down, around to the right, stop at the top. So your legs are glued together, your lower back's on the mat. You want to really focus on using your lower abs here to control your legs. Keep your torso on the mat, minimal movement, and that's all for that. Cherry pickers, kind of the same idea. Legs up to the sky, glued together. But this time we're going to do small little crunches, reaching for our feet. There's cherries on our feet. We're going to pick the cherries off and have a nice little snack. That sounds disgusting. 20 more seconds. You could just take out the crunches if you want and just reach towards your toes, but really try and do some of those crunches up to the sky, picking the cherries off your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Side wood chops, kind of like Russian twists, perhaps a little easier. Let's do our legs straight this time. Legs straight out in front of us. Hands to prayer position. Sit up nice and tall. Nice flat back. Chop to the left. Follow your hands with your eyes. Chop to your right. Friendly reminder, I am fundraising for Cycle for Survival, which is a fundraising event to help fund the research to end rare cancers. I'm doing it this Saturday, which is like 3 or 4 days from now. And if you would like to donate, you can donate at PrestonConnors.com. The website is on the screen. It's nice and easy. Any amount is greatly appreciated. And you can see your name scrolling on the screen there. Bicycle. This time, this version of the bicycle will do lying down flat, legs to tabletop, and then we'll bicycle our legs in big circles. So imagine you're riding a huge bicycle. Pedaling in one direction, nice, slow, big bicycle pedals. And then stop that pedaling and then reverse your bicycle pedals. So now you're going backwards on your big bicycle. You're wearing your helmet. Safety first. And you're not too worried because you're riding your bicycle backwards. Or you're very worried because you're riding your bicycle backwards. All right, sit up. You can do any variation of the sit up that you want. I'm going to do the standard, I'm going to do one with the arms reaching up to the sky the entire time. So you just sit up any way you want and then slowly roll back down. I'm doing the arms raised version. You can do it however you want. I just want you to come from a lying position up to a sitting position using your core muscles in a safe manner. So whatever that means to you, you can follow me or you can do your own version. Nice work. Pilates 100s. So bring your legs to tabletop. We have a few options. Legs to tabletop, arms hovering a few inches off the mat. Start pumping your arms vigorously at your sides. You could also extend your legs out to 45 degrees up to the sky. So this is easiest, legs in tabletop. Second, straight up to the sky, and then hardest, legs out to 45 degrees. Whatever you do, really push your legs together, your heels together. Pump vigorously at your sides out of your armpits. Last 10 seconds here. Whatever version you're doing, you can also alternate between the different versions. Nice work. Last exercise of the day is our ever increasing plank. It's for 1 minute and 16 seconds, starting now. Right into that plank. Focus on your form here. Focus on using all of your muscles. Your hands are underneath your wrists, and your wrists are underneath your elbows, and your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Maybe slightly retract your shoulder blades. Squeeze those abs even more. Squeeze your butt even more. 43 seconds left. Every time we do a plank, we add on 1 second. We reset the timer at the beginning of the year with 60 seconds. Now we're up to 1 minute and 14 seconds, I think I said. I don't know what I said. 1 minute and 16 seconds. All right, 20 more seconds left. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Just breathe. Last 10. When you hear the timer complete, we'll sit back in a child's pose and do a cool down. Nice work. All finished. Sit back, child's pose. Knees wider than your hips. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Push the mat away. Walk your hands to one side of the mat. Shift your weight in your hips to the other side of the mat. And then walk your hands over to the other side of the mat while you shift your weight over opposite. Great job today. Our core is just a little bit stronger than it was when we started this journey. All right, let's come to all fours. Walk our hands to the top of the mat. We'll do that high cobra again. You drop the pelvis down. Squeeze your butt to release your hip flexors. Exhale to get your pelvis even lower while you keep your shoulders out of your ears. Nice work. Let's come back to all fours. Do a few cat and cow movements. So from all fours, round the back, push the mat away. This time, shift your weight back towards your heels. A little bit of moving cat. And then you drop your stomach, look up, cow. We'll do one more moving cat. So you shift your weight back towards your heels as you round your back. And then forward, all fours, drop your stomach, look up for the cow. Let's lift our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out one at a time. Maybe lift both heels up and then place both heels on the mat. And let's come back down to sitting. Do a side body stretch. Something just happened on the screen. Moonlight Bay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Come to seated. We'll do a side body stretch. Reach both arms up. Left arm falls to the mat. Then left forearm. Bend on over to the left. Look up towards the right hand. Thank you for the follow. That's probably on Twitch. Thank you for watching. And let's come back up to center. I'm doing great. How are you? This time, right hand side, right forearm. Keep the left hip on the mat. I'm doing good. Just strengthening my core. Finishing this awesome core routine. How you doing? That was 30 minutes of abs and core Pilates. We are live every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a different style of exercise every day. And we have hundreds of other videos, so if you like this video, please watch one of the hundreds of other ones. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of your day. Bye now.